Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar. Okay, let's start. Today we have a webinar about how IT monitoring boosts revenue. My name is Nataliia. Together with me is CEO of Gart Solutions and Head of Digital, Anastasiia and Fedir. And in this session, we are targeting founders, CTOs, revenue leaders, and product teams. We are here to show you in real how it's what disconnect we usually see on our projects, and how it works when IT systems are not correlating to what business asks and what business KPIs has to be. I will give a word to Anastasiia to represent our company and say a few words about us before we go further.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. I'm Anastasiia, Head of Digital at Gart Solutions. And for those who don't know us, Gart Solutions is a boutique IT consulting and service company. And we specialize in helping digital businesses design, build, and scale modern, robust infrastructure. Our work is centered around core pillars of modern tech and operations. It includes digital transformation, consulting, infrastructure management, cloud computing, including monitoring and optimization, DevOps, platform engineering, SRE, and of course, a strong focus on using AI and data integration to deliver better results and insights. So, in simple terms, we build the engine room for fast-growing digital businesses. So maybe Natalie, you can introduce us our team for today.
Here is us. You can use this QR code to find our LinkedIn's and be subscribed on. As I mentioned, together with me, Fedir Kompaniiets, CEO and IT architect, and Anastasiia, Head of Digital. So we will be looking forward to your messages, good or bad words in direct or in webinar page. And let's move further.
Yeah, the most painful situation we see with clients can be summarized as all systems are green, but revenue is red. Look at the dashboard on this slide. Yes, on the left system dashboard, it's showing green across the board of CPU, memory, disk, network. Everything looks healthy, yes, but on the right, the business dashboard is clearly showing problems across checkout, sales, and revenue. This is the disconnect. The traditional monitoring measures technical performance, but not profit. The gaps below tell us the graph below tell us this story. System uptime stays at 100%, but the revenue performance drops from 100% to 70. So why it happens? Because a small non-critical technical issue like 2 seconds lag in a checkout process, it can cost thousands in lost sales, and even with 100% uptime. The takeaway is that monitoring must involve from tracking system health to tracking experience health, user experience health. That where the money leaks hide.
If we take a look over different approaches and how it was in the past and what does the modern monitoring mindset looks like. So here on the right is a graph which shows the difference. A traditional monitoring only focuses on infrastructure. So it means that overall it fails everywhere else. on an application layer, or within user experience, or within different business KPIs, on the cost efficiency side, and even within different alerts. So modern monitoring is just more complex, and it has to be more holistic, like combining infrastructure, application, product, and business into a single view. It has also to be proactive and predict what happens, what failures will happen, or like have to protect the revenue, and not just be reactive. So for like suggest how to react after a certain outage. It can monitoring.
Sorry.
Modern monitoring also speaks different languages, so it has to be common to engineering teams. It has to be also including metrics for business people. What do I mean here is about like monthly tracking MRR, tracking churn, tracking cost per customer, or other important metrics you need to have in order to track the health of your business. Yeah.
Yeah, the next slide is with the table. Yeah, this table it shows the key shift we help companies make from the old monitoring mindset to the modern business focused mindset. And there are four main differences. Yes, trigger, focus, alerts, and value. And for example, for trigger, yes, the old way is reactive. You only get alerts after something breaks, and customer can feel it. But the modern way is proactive. You use data to predict issues and prevent revenue loss before it happens. Or, for example, focus. Traditional monitoring cares mostly about servers, IP, and technical health, but modern approach focuses on users, revenue, and overall experience. So the question changed from is server up to the are we making money right now and keeping users happy. Modern monitoring combines infrastructure, application, business KPIs in one clear view. That's how you close the gap we talked about earlier in first slides.
And here's why traditional monitoring actually fails. Well, a few reasons. If it's solely engineer centric and focus on technical metrics like CPU or server status, but it does not connect to actual business outcomes, it fails. Or, for example, another scene, like when engineers set up many alerts. Too many alerts without any business context means that engineer will start ignoring warnings, and eventually it can lead to some missed critical issues. So even with managing alerting, it has to be certain type of prioritization, and to make sure that okay, technical side is important, and critical alerts are not missed. Even when all your systems are in green, it does not matter that your business KPIs are feeling well, and you have your MRR good, and so on. So just keep that in mind, and try to shift, make a shift in terms of how you see the monitoring. Is it just about technical, or it's more complex, including business, product, and other metrics?
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about metrics. As Natalie mentioned, not all metrics are created equal. We organized the key metrics into categories that have direct impact on your bottom line. There are KPIs you must monitor as closely as you monitor your uptime. Yes, for example, in checkout and payments, you need to track error rate per provider and the card to pay conversion. These are direct revenue flow metrics. Or on the cost, we look at cloud spend trends and forecast versus actual spend for budget control. So maybe, Natalie, you can show us more detailed list of these
Mhm.
critical metrics.
Yeah, we have to identify which metrics are business critical, actually. So here is some of the list with what's important to keep in mind. For example, checkout and payments, or here you see error rate per payment provider, for example, or conversion drop off from card to pay. So you have to take care of a checkouts metrics. Also, keep in mind have user flows. So what the user journey is, and for example, if you have a long page load, so you lose your potential buyers. If your page is loading too long and users are not able to find the important buttons and so on, so you're still losing the conversion. So not only focus on the checkout metrics, but also keep in mind some user journey metrics. Also, talking about technical metrics, release metrics, and track the release health. So how it goes, what's the error rate of when you release a product or updates, how it impacts the business, how it impacts downtime, for example. Check out if some automations like CI/CD integrations can improve your posture and can improve tracking your monitoring landscape. So keep in mind the release health. Also, important thing about capacity and after scaling. So sometimes we are not preparing for the scale. Sometimes we just, for example, we just how it's said, we just were not reserved instances in your cloud for the growth. So keep in mind that as well. And here on the slide you see, okay, there are some more cost drivers. So keep an eye on what services are spending your money, what services are impacting your IT budget. Are they overspending, or they are just normal, or you can just add some services on the top, improving your efficiency, operational efficiency. So just take care over different aspects of monitoring, and it's not only just technical stuff, and it's also related to business. And here I want to give a word to Fedir. He's our CEO and IT architect, and he also was in charge of this project. This was a project of Gart Solutions related to monitoring. So Fedir, you can share a few words overall about monitoring and the project you've done. Please share your experience with us.
Yeah, thanks, Natalie. Hi, everyone. So I would say that you are totally right when you tell that monitoring is a quite important part of digital infrastructure and digital businesses at all. You also mentioned that it's quite important to identify what actually you want to monitor and how you will do this. Because monitoring by itself, it's pretty useless. It starts to be a useful thing when you compare your monitoring solution with your business logic, with your business flows. And I would like to share a couple of examples from our experience. The first one, it was like a building of monitoring solution for SaaS platform based on AWS infrastructure. During this implementation, we defined that cloud infrastructure have a huge impact to the business pricing model at all. Why so? Because in AWS, there are multiple services which can be pretty cheap from the beginning, yeah, and start to be quite expensive when you try to scale your infrastructure. And it's not always clear when you start using it and when you even start receive bills with extended costs. Yeah. By default, AWS definitely have their own monitoring solution which can be used. However, it's also not so like clear, and it's quite technique and required some technique background. However, what we would like to have is to create some clear and easy understandable graphs for a business, yeah, with not some kind of huge numbers or some unexpected name conventions or something which you are not even understand what is it. So we actually got information from AWS, parse and distributed in a specific way to define and to alert businesses when we start spend too much for some specific services. For example, for DynamoDB, for SMS service, which actually quite expensive in AWS, for external traffic, which also it's expensive. It's not clear when you see what infrastructure you actually use, because it's a dynamic stuff. It's not something you buy and start use, yeah, and you pay, for example, once per month. Because and this monitoring and result of analysis of this monitoring start to be a key option for business guys to manage the pricing model in business itself. So that's why it starts to be like a quite interesting and quite important tool for such project. Can we move to another slide to the next example? One more example here is when we build monitoring solution for quite different type of the business, for a platform service which related to some not scientific but some IoT stuff, by some monitoring of specific areas. And this platform have worked with a huge amount of image data, yeah. So they got key sensitive stuff like database storage, like network capacity, um, like some long-term operation, like latency of requests. And all what I mentioned here is also pretty technique stuff, yeah, and we need to express this technique thing on a business level. So our monitoring solution is currently working in such way when we uh, map some business operation when end users of this platform do some specific action which may impact to our infrastructure, yeah. And when our alerts start working, yeah, end user got some kind of notification that some specific evidence happen or not happen, or but it expected. However, end user getting it on its level, it's like have a creates this connection between what you did by pressing some, I don't know, button, or do some kind of operation on your platform, and resources which actually use or which actually have been impacted. So this is our main goal when we build monitoring solution for our clients.
And here are some dashboards. Do you want to take some words about that? Or
Yeah, so usually we build some list of the dashboard. It's not something standalone on some static, yeah, with and it's a always continuous process. So we are always under communication with businesses, with the technique guys, and ask them what they want to see, and discuss what will be helpful for them. For example, they can have some numbers on one screen with I don't know, revenue, with a user connection, with some kind of statistic, and on the other hand, they have some representation of infrastructure resource utilization, or if they have some kind of, for example, huge amount of high amount of requests with some kind of bugs regarding their regarding platform works, yeah, or some kind of latency or whatever. You can pick up this period of time, go to more technique dashboard, pick up the same period of time, and define what actually may be a root cause of the issue, yeah, and after that make a decision what need to be improved to prevent this in future.
yeah. So we go further, right? Bit.
Let's.
Okay. So my message here is about tracking ROI of your monitoring. So you definitely know like your engineering team efforts into time and how much it costs. So you need to track that and keep in mind when we are thinking over, do we need monitoring solution or not? Like there is a formula on the screen, you can take a look, but we have to break down different components, like time you save, what I mentioned about engineering teams time, saved costs as well. So that's money you saved from avoiding cloud waste, or like by right sizing different resources, or optimizing for example, from very expensive regions to less expensive regions, or combining different cloud optimization strategies and so on. So, and also the third component is about recovered revenue. For example, what revenue you save when you don't go downtime, for example, or you don't have payment failures and so on, or your checkout works perfectly without any errors. So you have to calculate that, okay, 1 minute of downtime costs this, how often it happens, it costs this amount, your engineering time, this amount, some saved cost, another third amount. So overall, you will have a certain budget, a certain value, and you will consider monitoring as a very good option that provides visibility to your IT team and to your business and executive team, and it will serve you as a growth investment, and will provide you a really a good transparency.
Yeah, and it's all about limits. The secret making monitoring and investment not just IT cost lies in how you set your limits. Traditional monitoring often use technical thresholds like if the CPU hits 90%, send an alert. And that's fine for keeping the lights on, but doesn't protect your profit. In the modern monitoring mindset, we understand that thresholds are business decisions and they must be tied directly to the cost of failure. For example, we introduced two business focused zones of pain: warning rate and critical action. First, warning rate. This is the point where the metrics starting to degrade, and we need an automatic non-human action. For example, if we see the AP latency greater than 1.5 seconds, we don't wake up our engineers. Yes, we just automatically trigger our auto-scaling and inject more resources to prevent the user experience failure. But a second part, it's more critical, a critical action point. This is the moment when the business is actively losing significant money or reputation, for example. For example, if your checkout failure rate is greater than 1%, this is a critical action. It immediately triggers the high priority alert to the operational team because we are losing thousands of dollars right now. So, by defining these clear business-centric thresholds, you ensure your system are proactively working to prevent problems before they impact user, and rather than just focusing your team to react only once the system is already down. Yeah, I think Natalie, she has problems with connection, so I will continue her part about this dashboard. Yes, this dashboard is the window to your business health. It must speak to both your technical teams, for example, DevOps teams, and revenue team, financial team. So dashboards like this create shared understanding across the organization, align everyone on the goal and profitable performance. And here we have on the next slide, this my favorite part. We believe that you should have visible, measurable monitoring ROI in only 60 days, not half a year. We achieve this with a focused plan. We start small, focused on the most valuable areas, and scale the solution. For example, phase one, discovery and executive dashboards. We don't try to monitor everything at once. We point in the top 3 revenue flows. For most e-commerce company, it's like search, cart, and checkout. And the second phase is cost visibility and ownership. For example, we add cloud billing metrics to your monitoring system. This allows you to track exact cost to run each failure, and at the same time we define a clear slows service level objectives and indicators. And the last final phase, we use the data we gathered to automate. Yes, we shift from manual investigation to automated action. And following these simple phases, you turn monitoring from cost center into the direct contributor to your bottom line. And we also have a blueprint. Let's switch. Yeah, this one. We have a blueprint, and this actually apply the modern monitoring mindset, the architecture that can work with all these types of data at the same time: infrastructure, application, and business. Natalie is here. Do you want to continue about blueprint, or should I do it? We can't hear you, so your mic is switched off. Right. Okay, so I will continue. Our blueprint has three main layers, data collection layer, data processing layer, and insight and action layer. So
Yeah, on each of these layers, like we can collect data on data collection layers from sensors, for example, or overall here we have raw data. Then we move to data processing layer. So using tools like Grafana or Prometheus, we combine all the data together, and it shows us like anomalies or predict some predictions, right, or what happens next, etc. And on the inside level, so the third one, the output, we here we see like, okay, where data showcased into real business metrics and speaks a business value.
okay, let's move on. Modern systems, AI part, yes, modern system generates so much data that no human team can process it all, especially when you combine infrastructure, application, and business metrics. This is where AI and machine learning becomes essential. And AI turns all this data from noise into useful actionable signals. In monitoring, we use AI in three main ways: anomaly detection, noise correlation, and intelligent forecasting. And we have in business impact, yes, you fix issues faster, avoid downtime, and protect revenue with far less manual work from your team. Yeah, and about maybe we can talk a little bit about Gart Solution services here. Yes, how we can help. To summarize, we provide end-to-end monitoring consulting focused on measurable business impact across three areas: save money, prevent churn, and improve speed. We provide services in five key areas. KPI mapping. It's about aligning your business goals with the right measurable metrics. Architecture design. It's about building monitoring stacks at scale, whenever cloud native or multi-cloud. Implementation, of course, ensuring seamless integration with your existing workflows. Cost visibility. It's very important, especially in cloud. Creating transparent dashboards for financial impact and where you can saw everything in one view. Yes, and training. We empower your teams to maintain and continuously optimize the new system. And how to turn monitoring into money. We've covered a lot today. Yes, but if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Your monitoring system isn't a cost, it's one of your strongest tools for protecting revenue and improving margins. The core shift is simple. Stop measuring only system uptime and start measuring business uptime. So take the first step today and look at your dashboard and ask yourself, is this telling me about server, or is this telling me about my customer or my revenue? So maybe this is right time for questions. Fedir, I will show you some questions, and please help us to answer. For example, this one. Yes. Hi, what the typical range of cost saving from cloud optimization using your monitor approach?
It's a good question because it always depends not on monitoring itself, but on action which will perform after that. Yeah, when you identify some sensitive places or some potential places for improvement. I would say that the range can be huge. Yeah, it can start from, I don't know, 15% up to 75. It depends on service type, depends on uh, situation in a business area. For example, if you define that the main cost spending related to I don't know, external traffic, yeah, and you understand, for example, that it's a problem of your core architecture, for example, because all your services communicate with each other through open internet, yeah, and send each other a huge amount of data. Uh, After that, you can perform some action to put everything into internal network with some, for example, single public entry point. And the question is, does it result of the monitoring? No, it's the result of your activity, yeah, and your improvement step. However, monitoring help you to identify it. So I would say that cost saving can be actually huge. All modern and most famous public clouds have a multiple way to improve cost policies. I know reservation of capacity, move to some I know geographic different geographic regions. At least in a critical case, you can move some kind of more expensive service to different cloud. Yeah, and it also can be solution. So always the business part should be the most important thing. Yeah, and you need to make all your decision depend on your business cases, but not from I know that everything, for example, all your services are in AWS, and your most expensive service are also in AWS. So what does it mean? That you need to pay and lost your money? No, definitely. So you can always move somewhere else, and it's also can be a solution.
Thank you. And the next question is, how do you determine which KPIs to monitor for each product or service?
Uh, I would say that here we usually goes from common to some specific. So the first part is to gather all necessary data from your services, from the different layers, from infrastructure layer, from application layer, and then analyze your business processes and identify these KPIs on a business level. After that, you can pick up this KPI and compare it with data which you have been collected, yeah, from these services and so on. Current digital monitoring solution and tools which we are using for that are able to represent, adapt, and normalize data in a any way you want and any way you need. So the question here is, what is critical for your business logic and for your business model, which need to be monitored or highlighted or identified, yeah, or notified. And after that, you look at data which you have collected with, let's say it can be metrics, it can be logs. You can build metrics based on the logs. It's called like log-based metrics. You can implement error monitoring stuff, yeah, and it's also collection of some data, of some service data, and after that represented based on these business KPIs. So something like this.
Very custom, very custom. And the last but not least question, can you monitor multiple clouds or hybrid infrastructure without major rework?
Yes. Short answer is yes, because when we say multiple clouds, it's not always some, I don't know, pick some data from AWS and pick some data from Azure, for example. Yeah, there are tons of different resources which may call like a clouds. Yeah, and actually, mostly everything can be monitored, because usually each of platform, each of tool, each of external resource use more or less common approach to um, for their application outputs and application workflows and so on. It means that using some common monitoring tools, you can gather all necessary data from them. Yeah, so and you should have one single point, or like a single point of truth. Yeah, so your let's say monitoring data storage, it's some place where you grab all this data, and after that you start play with it. Yeah, build some necessary normalization workflow, describe this data in a correct way, create this dashboard and so on. So definitely we can get information from mostly any of digital solution. We just need to have an access to it. Yeah. So currently, I would say that nothing impossible in such area.
Mission is possible, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Fedir. And I think this is all for today. Thank you for spending the last half an hour with us. If you have further questions, or you would like to discuss the project, you can find our contacts information on this slide, or in the very beginning of this webinar, we shared QR codes with our contacts. So yeah, thank you again for joining us, and have a nice evening.